Do you want to make billions or even trillions of shekels and grow a garden? If that's true, then you've probably watched a money method video or two, but this one is better than all of those because not only am I going to tell you guys a good money method, but I'm going to be telling you guys the best 5 money methods currently in Grow a Garden. I'm going to show you guys exactly what you need and exactly how you can do them. There's going to be methods in here from literally you having nothing all the way to you having stuff like Candy Blossom and Moon Blossom. We only really have a couple methods for those, but either way, make sure to subscribe because there is 200,000. It's coming. All right. It's coming very fast and we're going to hit it soon. All right. I genuinely, I just know we're going to hit it soon. We've grown like 25K subs in like 2 days. So if you want to be part of the OG 200K, hit that sub button. Let's go. All right, y'all. The first money method we're going to start with is literally just a beginner money method. And I'm not going to lie, this is technically the worst one because all you do is literally get fruits. And then after you get the fruits, farm them. All right. That's literally all you do for all this method. Literally, it's all you do. This is for beginner players only. I'm not going to lie to y'all guys. This isn't the best method, but if you are a beginner, this is the only method you could do. Anyways, let's move on to the next method. The next method is when we start to mix in some mutations. Guys, mutations are the most important thing in the game. I don't care if you're absolutely trash or absolutely incredible. You should know that mutations are very good. So the only way that this differentiates from the last method is this time, instead of just, getting some seeds, planting them down, picking them up, you're going to put them down, but you're actually going to stay AFK in the server and wait for different weather events. You can wait for the frozen weather event. You can wait for the thunder weather event and wait until your fruit gets this mutation. You see the glowy one? That is called shocked. What shocked does is give you a times 100 multiplication on whatever the value of your fruit is, basically meaning that you can get a lot richer than you would if you were just grabbing the seeds and selling them. But yeah, the basis of this method is just at least getting a couple mutations, waiting until you get at minimum shocked, because when you get shocked, you get that times 100, and then anything you get on top of it will just be added to that overpowered stack, and then you can obviously sell for a lot more money per fruit. Anyways, now we are moving up in methods, guys. This is the third kind of most intermediate. I would call this intermediate. We are now introducing the sprinkler glitch with the mutation. This time, instead of just putting down a plant, you're going to put down a plant, but instead of just growing it regularly and waiting for it, possibly putting down a basic sprinkler, you guys are going to want to do the sprinkler glitch, and yes, it still works. For the sprinkler glitch, you are first going to need one of each sprinklers. All right, I know this could take a lot of time, but genuinely, the $10 million that it costs for the master sprinkler, if you just go ahead and do the regular mutation method, just getting shocked for a little bit, you can easily make yourself 10 million. But once you guys have one of every single sprinkler, here is how you do the glitch. Wherever you want your fruit to be, let's say your fruit's right here and the grape's not grown, and even if the grape is grown or whatever plant it is, you can still do the sprinkler method. But what you guys basically do is put down one sprinkler around each of one of each sprinkler around the fruit that you're trying to grow, and then you would leave the game. Yes, you leave the game for a whole entire 30 minutes to 1 hour. In this 30 minutes to 1 hour, instead of it being a 5 to 10 minute sprinkler boost, it's actually going to go all the way up to a 30 minutes to 1 hour to even 8 hour sprinkler boost. I know it can go up to 8 hours. It just really depends. But yeah, when you guys actually join back after doing the sprinkler glitch, leaving for a little bit, you should come back to way bigger fruits. Like, let's say I have a grape that is not loaded in yet, and it's still not loaded in yet. You know what? It is what it is. Boom, there it is. Let's say I have a grape that's this big. If I do the sprinkler glitch on it / sprinkler method, the grape should definitely get a lot bigger. And also, this is what we really want. We want it to turn gold. If it turns gold, we are absolutely set because that gives it another 20 times multiplier. Plus, gold or rainbow is the base. So what you want is gold. Because if you don't have gold, your other mutations just aren't going to hit as hard. But yeah, now that you have a big and a gold sprinkler, sorry, not a big and hopefully a golden plant, what you guys are now going to want to do is literally do the mutation thing again. Do the mutation thing again, get some mutations on it. This will work even better than the last method, but not as good as this next method. And for this next method, we are going to try to first do the sprinkler method. So just do the sprinkler method, but then instead of of just getting the shocked mutation, you guys are going to want every single mutation that I have on this fruit right here. This is oh wait, nope, that's the wrong one. Hold on a minute. I meant this one right here, but this is a chocolate, bloodlet, celestial, frozen, shocked, and gold candy blossom. You may be wondering, hold on, can't you only get chocolate during the Easter event? And yes, you are right. You actually can either trade for a chocolate sprinkler, or you can literally just get moonlit. Moonlit and chocolate have the exact same multiplier, meaning you can switch them out. And yes, moonlit and bloodlet can be on the same fruit. Either way, that is fine. So what you're going to want to do is get moonlit, and for moonlit, you literally just have to wait during a regular night, and then you just have a chance. It's pretty rare, so the only way you can actually increase your chance is by deleting every other fruit on your property, which is why a lot of times it's better to make an alt account if you want to just purely focus on money. But yeah, now for bloodlet, you just have to wait for a blood moon server, and if you don't know how to get into one of those, you just have to server hop, try to server hop into small servers, and then do the exact same thing. For both moonlit and bloodlet, the night seed can help out. The night seed just gives you a higher chance of getting a moonlit or bloodlet fruit. Anyways, after that, we have Celestial, and for Celestial, the star color helps out a lot because you can actually choose the spot where you want the Celestial mutation to go by getting the star color. First of all, it costs 12 million. It's in the Blood Moon shop. Second of all, during a nighttime, you are going to have to wait for a meteor shower. During this meteor shower, the star color will help draw in shooting stars that will give you the Celestial mutation that is a 120 times a multiply. Then for Frozen, all you have to do is wait for the chilled / snowy event to come, and then just hope your fruit turns frozen. Don't worry, that one's super common. And then for the last one, you're going to want to get shocked. Okay, for shocked, you already know, you just have to wait for thunder, which actually just happened in my server. But when thunder happens, you can use a lightning rod to aim the thunderbolts where you want the mutation to be. Yeah, that is method 4, and literally doing that with a good enough fruit, you can already get stuff that is 150 billion. But for the 5th method, and this is why I really recommend doing it on an alt account, it is raccoon duplication, but also just general plant use. The 2 best plants in the game right now are dragonfly, because they eventually turn all your fruits gold, and also raccoon, because you can do a raccoon duplication method. Basically, what you do, you should be doing this all in an alt account, because if you only have 1 plant on your garden, it works like 400 times better. But you have to do everything I just said with whatever the best fruit you possibly can get on an alt account, and just have that being the only fruit that you possibly have on your alt account. You have to make sure to favorite and not harvest this at all, because if your alt account has the really good mutated one and your main account has a raccoon, over time, if you guys are AFK in the server, you will just duplicate that fruit over and over again. Yeah, those are the best methods, honestly, from worst to best. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Go ahead and subscribe, be a part of the OG 200K. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.